Great people, welcome to this show, Greatness Assure Show, brought by Isaac the Great. And I want to thank you for so much, actually, for subscribing, following up, and chatting, and the suggestions that you're making. I'm really appreciative for that. Thank you so much. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you are coming in for the first time. This is a place we inspire you and empower you. Right, today I'm talking on a very funny, interesting, sensitive, important topic. And it's a question. Where are our fathers? Where is my father? That's a question that these young men are asking today. And as a counseling psychologist, I know father figure plays a very important role in the life of the children, and more so the male child, in terms of modeling them to become better people in future. But before we go to the psychological aspect, let me hear from their own story. And to begin us off is one young man called Kennedy. Kennedy, tell us your story.
Okay. For the last 18 years, I lived a life with the title Wangari. From Kikuyu perspective, Kikuyu tribe, Wangari is a woman. So years back when I was a young man, I lived to question myself. Why are my classmates with their fathers? Well, to me, I don't see this father figure. The journey was tough for me. But I thank God, after this long journey, I came to get the hint. Yes, I came to get the hint. And that was my eureka moment.
Wow, you got the hint on where and who is your father.
Yes.
Actually, when you started, you talked of giving us your name as Kennedy Wangari. How does it sound when people call you Kennedy Wangari and not Kennedy Waweru or Maina and that?
For me, let me say, from years back, not today.
Yes.
Years back, I felt frustrated, discouraged. But it came a point, I just accepted it with pride that Wangari will live to be my mother, to be my father figure, because she has done the fight with herself.
Wow, that's very good. You have also talked about the aspect of you and other children when you are growing up. They are talking about my father, my father, my father. And you are here, just your mother. How was it for you?
It was frustrating and discouraging, because for me, I had accepted that my mom, she is there for me. She can give me food and what have you, and she loves me. But the only problem is that these children will question you.
Will question you, where is your father?
Where is your father?
Wow, and no wonder today we are talking about where is your father.
Yes.
Let's hear from him. Tell us your name and your story.
My name is Timothy. Also, I grew up with a stepdad, but he came much later in my life, and I did not get the time to enjoy. The fatherly love. I did not get the fatherly love, but I've seen him give fatherly love
Okay.
to his children. Yeah.
What do you mean to his children?
He was my stepdad.
Oh, he was your stepdad. So
Yeah.
you also got,
Yeah, he
you
came
have younger siblings.
Yeah.
Oh.
He came when I was, let's say, about 5 years old. That's when he came. At that moment, I was so much focused on playing, I didn't even know about fathers and mothers.
Yes.
Yeah, I used to live with my grandmother.
Eh.
And then my mother got married to him.
Yes.
My stepdad.
Yes.
So I had to move in with them because they had their first child, who is my sister.
Mm-hmm.
But my father was so excited that he was so happy that he has his first child.
Yes.
So he did not see me as a child, or even my mom.
Yes.
They did not give me that attention,
Okay.
and so I craved for it.
Oh, you craved for it.
Yeah, I used to crave for it.
Eh.
When you talk about father love,
Mm.
I could see it because I know my father loves my sister, and my mother loves my sister too. But me being there was like a distraction to them.
You felt like you are a distraction to them.
Yeah. So I had to pretend more,
Eh.
to be a good child, to pretend, but they all tunasema iliuma nje zote.
You being brought up in this family, and you know that this is not your biological father,
Yeah.
you feel like other children are better than you. How did you cope up with that?
I did not. I just learned from it, and it took away a big part of me. Because you see, let me put it this way: when there was this time that I wished to be loved the same, and then another thought came that maybe I was not supposed to be loved. I was just supposed to experience other people getting loved.
Oh,
Yeah.
isn't that not depressing, if not stressful?
So it was from my childhood. I put my life more into making other people happy and making them feel comfortable and happy and all that. But a big part of me would feel like I also need it.
Okay, could that be having an issue, or what makes you? I know you as one of the funny guys around,
Yeah.
and you get a lot of fun and comedy at some point.
Yeah.
Was that a way of trying to cover up, and now it has ended up becoming a talent?
No, that was my character.
Yeah.
It was my character all along because no matter the situation, I just have to find something funny about it.
Yeah.
There have to be something.
So what is so funny with now you not having a biological father but a guardian?
Now that one is not funny.
You see?
You see, now that one is not funny.
Yes.
Because I would even wish that there was this point of my life. I would wish that finally maybe I could meet my dad.
Yes. That desire to meet your dad. That's one of the questions that I wanted to discuss today.
Yeah. That desire to maybe look at the mirror and maybe see someone who looks like me, or maybe try to understand why I have this character of being funny and all. So I would have loved so much to meet my father and see if he has the same character trait.
So you desire to meet your father. What about you, Kenneth? You at some point desire to meet your dad?
Actually, Form 1, Form 2, it was in Class 7, Class 8, and Form 1. I had that desire. In fact, I would spend more than from Class 7, Class 8, Form 1 at least. I would have maybe laughed for 3 hours thinking, imagining this father figure. How does he look?
Oh.
Do he have this kind of imagination? What does he not even owning the property? Where does he stay?
Is he slim like you? Is he brown?
Yes. Yeah.
Is he intelligent like you?
Sure. So this thing disturbed me.
Oh.
Yeah.
So now with this kind of upbringing, I'm trying to imagine now of the many baby daddies out there, men who give sperms to women and they produce children and they don't care to follow up on those children. What message would you tell such men?
For me, from the life experience, it's tough. It's tough, and I can tell you, the man who is doing this thing, the God we serve, you can go out and help the disabled as a way of empathy. to them.
Mhm.
But deliberately ignoring your responsibility is not a fact of empathy. First, go empathize with your responsibility first.
So you are reminding men who are children out there and they pretend to be very good people and they had forgotten their responsibility. What about you, Timothy?
I would tell the men out there that those children that you're living out there, they have the same topic or more difficult topic than us, and this is the pain that we are going through, and so I would urge the men who are leaving children without being catered for, leaving women with their pregnancies and they don't look after the kids. They are going a lot of things, so you should man up and take your responsibilities so that in future your son or your daughter can be proud of you rather than talking like us.
Very good. Thank you so much, Fatimo. I have a very sensitive question to you. And you've mentioned before that you lost your dad, now your guardian
Yeah.
dad, in the month of June this year.
Yeah.
He has grown up without knowing his dad.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have issues that you would wish to talk to a man. I guess as you grow up as an adolescent, as a teen, your body is changing, your voice is changing, your beards and all that. And maybe sometimes you get wet dreams and you wonder what is happening with all this.
Yeah.
There are some questions that you would wish to ask a male figure. What do you do in such a situation? What do you do in such a situation? Maybe you can begin.
Okay. For me, I did not know
You do not know who to ask.
who to ask.
Uh-huh.
I didn't even know what I'm feeling. I
Mhm.
didn't even know what was going on.
Yes.
Even though my father was there,
Mm.
he was not there physically. He was just there by name. I will just say he's my father.
He was there physically, but not
Yeah.
fully
He was my
there holistically to be
for
there
me,
for
to
you.
me.
Yes.
But to the other children, his children, he looked at them and he would hear them very much. But
Mm.
for me, I did not know anything.
Mm.
And so after my high school,
Mm.
I started hustling
Mhm.
outside here,
Yes.
and I got it tough
Uh-huh.
because there is issues of ladies mostly.
Yes.
I don't know why I caught a lot of attentions with
Yes.
ladies
Mm.
back then,
Mm.
but I didn't know what to do
Mm.
with that attention.
Yes.
I would feel weird.
Mm.
I would feel like I have to do something with it because when I watch the TVs and
Mm.
all that,
Yes.
having many women admire you
Mm.
is some sort of power.
It's a good thing. But you are here wondering
But
what
now
to like
me,
tell these
I
men,
don't
these
know
women.
what I'm going to do with these women.
Yes.
I don't know. Okay, like now I can say that I want this girl.
Mm.
I didn't know how to approach them,
Uh-huh.
so I got it rough because I learned it from the street now.
You learn it from the streets
Yeah,
as something that your dad could have done.
yeah. Would have
So
given me a heads
male,
up.
the father figure has a role to mold their children, especially boys, on how to become better men. I don't know, what would you say about that aspect of their issues that you want to talk to your father and he is not there,
Okay, maybe I
or you
can.
don't know? Mhm.
Maybe I would just tell you another side of my life.
Mm.
It came a time I demanded to know,
Uh-huh.
and actually, it came out broad right, and I know him right now.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
How was it for you now to know that this is the man who is my father, even if he has not been there for me?
The voice.
Eh,
After hearing the voice from a call,
eh.
I felt the fulfillment.
Fulfillment. Wow, 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 wow.
But after digging deep,
Eh,
I dig deep
eh,
to know him,
eh.
to cultivate for the love that was absent years
Mhm.
back.
Mm.
Actually, from Form 1, that was my eureka moment because
Okay.
my life turned. I started becoming so visional.
Yes.
I started looking at a point, no, I have to know now my future, my future Kennedy.
Yes.
So I started fighting, not fighting to know the dad, but fighting to know my future. Maybe writing books. So I'm trying to tell that father figure who is missing that the absence thing is making the son become so stressed, so depressed, that he is craving or complaining something that was done at the past. Rather than concentrating on the future.
Yes.
So kindly let the son know, because the future is great.
Very good. Really moved by the story of these two young men. And I want a lady out there who is listening to this show to tag that man who sired that child and let that man know that the child is asking, where is my father? Because that child needs that care. And out there, a man who is out there siring a child and you have not been taking responsibility, that child is asking, where are you? So this is a show. Each one of us need to have this kind of a conversation. As we continue, remember to subscribe. Just subscribe now, turn the notification bell so that you can be able to get more insight from this channel. As we wind up and complete this show about where is our father, I want to bring in an aspect of the psychological aspect as a counseling psychologist and say that, number one, I want to appreciate the fact that you people, you have grown up to be men who are out there becoming better people. I believe your mother connecting you to that father figure was a great thing. I guess maybe your uncle or somebody also came in. There's a single parent out there, especially single women. It's always good to find an uncle, a brother, whoever, to this child that they can see a male figure in their life. And that becomes very important. I guess that is also an important thing, and also plays the same role when that father figure came in as a guardian to take care of you.
Sure.
You agree with me?
Sure. I can say about me, me having that father figure around me, even though I didn't have that courage to ask him all that, has helped me because somehow, somewhere I'm living his path. He was a great businessman. Most of, like, before he died, we spent time with him before he died. And I learned a lot within those 3 weeks, 2 weeks I spent with him than I would have learned during my childhood, because then he was so open, because he sees me now as a man. He was much open to me, and all the things that were disturbing me, they came to an end that instant.
Okay.
Like the way he's saying that it was his
Eureka moment. Yes.
It was my also Eureka moment, because I understood him, and I drove into the past and still understood him.
Yes.
And somehow, somewhere, I'm living like him. I'm also a businessman.
Wow.
I'm also a businessman, and I don't give up like him. Like, I found out like I took something from him.
Very good, because the father figure will always model the son in a certain manner.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, people say, wow, this is so and so's son.
Sure.
Very good. Maybe a closing statement.
Father figure is important to that boy child, to that girl child, because in between there is a valley. In between there is a vacuum. Kindly, if you come on board, you feel that vacuum, and the child and the kid and the youth starts admiring the future. The future is great for that child.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning into this show. More topics to be discussed. Next, we are talking about the boy child manenos. So see you the next show. Subscribe, get notification. I'll be able to contact you more. Thank you.